Are they okay, sir?
Oh, no. No. Oh, my God, he's lost his leg.
What? Oh, my God.
Are you the mother of Kevin Kenyon? One officer asked. Yes. He's been hit by a train. He's dead.
Oh, this is bad.
I need to know how old the child is, sir.
He's got to be about 12. I don't...
What are you, crazy?
When people rolled the dice and they came up with snake eyes, and they didn't live to tell about it, how often do you take a risk where you know one of the dangers is death?
Right now we're just gonna go on these train tracks. I know it seems sketchy, but yeah, you're right, it is sketchy.
It happens every day. 3 people are injured or killed on the rails every single day. That includes more than 1,000 pedestrians a year, and it happens to many who unknowingly put themselves in harm's way. I'm sharing my story to prevent others from making the same mistake I did, because if they don't, they may not be as lucky as I am. "15-year-old Essa Ricker, her friend Kelsey Webster, and Kelsey's younger sister Savannah were taking selfies on the tracks in Spanish Fork Canyon, Utah.
They were crazy little girls together. They just wanted some fun selfies of each other.
There was a train that was driving westbound, and the girls were standing on this crossing, standing within just a couple of feet of the westbound train, facing the westbound train.
And they got excited and gave the train just a honk your horn for me. And he obliged, he did.
What they didn't know was that there was an eastbound train coming around the curve here behind us. Engineers laid on the horns in an effort to get the girls' attention, and it just didn't work.
Essa and Kelsey were killed when the 2 trains passed each other.
They were standing between the 2 sets of rails, and that's where they got caught up in between the 2 trains.
Savannah was taken to the hospital, suffering more than a dozen broken bones, internal bleeding, blood clots, and severe brain injury. She died 3 days later.
It was the most profound pain that I have ever in my whole life felt. And it's not just that one day. And it comes over you like a wave. And you sit and you wonder and you contemplate. Why did my girls die? A picture of the 3 girls having just the time of their life and the light of a train right behind them. That train was 2 seconds away from them when they took that selfie. That picture is the most haunting thing that I've ever seen. These great big smiles say to me that they were so happy, and they just didn't know that it was coming. Their lives would have been saved if they had just stopped for a moment and taken in the potential risk.
These girls that day, they obviously made a decision to stand within just a couple of feet of a passing train, and it had a horrible outcome.
If you don't have permission to be on a track, please don't go near it. Don't cross it, don't walk along it, don't pause to take a picture. Once you step onto those tracks, you don't have a choice how it ends sometimes.
Despite the obvious dangers, train tracks have become a popular backdrop, even for professional portrait sessions. 25-year-old Chris O'Gwyn, an up-and-coming photographer, was killed by a train while filming in California. His shattered camera lens was found nearby.
Hey, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out!
Just as risky is foolishly mistaking a rail yard as a playground. Working out, hanging out, or jumping a ride can lead to serious injury or death. In fact, it has.
What's going on, folks? Stobe the Hobo here in Dilworth, Minnesota.
33-year-old James Stobie was an infamous train hopper. He was dragged to his death by a train during a bad rainstorm in Maryland. This is his last recorded message.
Well, here I am. I didn't get arrested, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm dry, and that's what matters now. Out. Move! Move! Move!
Taking a big roll of the dice with your life is using a shortcut over train tracks. I should know because it happened to me. I am Mark Kalina, and this is my story. I thought, what's the worst the stop train could do? And I thought walking along it would be safe enough, but I was wrong. And right then the train started moving. It was slow at first, but I was panicking. I was being pulled backwards, and the train was going faster and faster. I fell below the train, with the train speeding overhead. I heard my own bones crunch. It hurt so bad, it took my breath away. I noticed my left leg was missing. I didn't even notice that my right leg was gone too. I was trying to stop the bleeding, but I was losing my strength. I pulled up my phone and called 911.
911, what's your emergency?
I got hit by a train.
Okay, where are you at?
I am on the tracks.
We'll try to get an officer and some medics out there as soon as we can.
Oh, please,
are you
please,
out there
please,
with anybody
please.
else?
I'm losing a lot of blood.
I remember my hands being sticky with blood. I remember the metallic smell of the rails and possibly of my own blood. And I knew I wasn't going to have much time. And I was really nervous about what was going to happen. I started drifting into like a sleepy, warm, kind of cozy feeling, and that was my body kind of dying. There's no reason I should be here, but yet I am. And I'm sitting here with 2 prosthetic legs. If I could, I would go back and not use railroad tracks as a shortcut. Because I wanted to save those 5 or 10 minutes now, every morning when I wake up, I have to take 10 to 15 minutes to put on my legs. Using railroad tracks as a shortcut is just not worth it. The most vivid memory I have in my entire life is laying on those tracks. The entire time I was laying on those tracks, I thought I was going to die. Want to double those odds? Take a shortcut wearing headphones. Not only is it distracting, but may even prevent you from hearing the train coming.
The engineer started blowing the horn, and he continuously blew the horn for about a quarter of a mile. All the while he's trying to stop the train.
11-year-old Yasmin White, a piano prodigy from Florida, was struck and killed by a train while taking a shortcut home. Being injured or killed by a train is devastating for your friends and your family.
The lesson here certainly did not come cheaply. Kevin paid with his life, and our family have paid with our hearts.
And what's even worse, it's preventable. Trespassing on the railroad is just not worth the risk. So please, for your family and your friends' sake, don't trespass.
People need to understand they are jeopardizing their life when they trespass on railroad property. I can't reiterate that enough. Death, that's the inherent risk.
We've shared only a few of the thousands of stories where lives were changed forever. Don't add your name to the list. Stay off, stay away, stay safe. Railroads are private property, and it is illegal to trespass. Trains can run on any track at any time in either direction. It can take a train traveling 55 miles per hour up to a mile or more to come to a complete stop. It is only safe to cross train tracks at designated areas. Stay alert around the tracks. Avoid distractions like texting, talking on the phone, or wearing earbuds.